And next here on Trevor Sports, it's the big Group A showdown between Wales and Turkey. Both can secure their place to the knockout paths with victory tonight. Presented by Trevor Lynam. It's Euro 2020 Live.
Shot himself, it's in!
Yes! Hansen!
38-6,
they've got a goal here.
Goal! Back to me!
Good evening. Some people have accused us of being biased towards the home nations. Well, that's exactly right, especially when Wales have the chance to qualify tonight from Group A. But then again, so do Turkey, a game absolutely poised. Well, joining us tonight to bring us all the action, welcome return back to Trevor Hansen and, of course, Trevor Rush. But first, let's have a look at the two games that were played this afternoon. Out wide to Fernandez. He crosses left-footed. Same towards Zuba. It's come to Cheryshev. Still Cheryshev. Clearance isn't effective enough. Cheryshev still have it. This is Golovin for Russia. He's holding off Kamara and Grunland. This is Grunland. That's a poor clearance by Grunland. Come back to Cheryshev. Still Cheryshev. 1-0 Russia. Oh, in all truth, it's dreadful defending by Finland. And their next door neighbours, Russia, have taken the lead. 31 minutes gone down here at Brighton. And Denis Cheryshev, persistence has proved to be absolutely vital. Poor clearance in the end by Grunland, and Cheryshev, lovely little shimmy. Really great footwork to take in apart from Löwen Toivio. And look at this. This was the key when it broke to Cheryshev here. This touch there, taken by Toivio, that does it. It's poor defending, but it's good opportunism in its finishing, and it's 1-0 Russia. Here's Pukki. Goes towards Lutz. And over the bar. Best attempts Finland have made in the contest thus far. And Guilherme still is yet to be challenged. This is Chalov the substitute, eyeing off out wide. And a great source for Russia in this tournament thus far. And he's got the pace to get away from Pretty, and he's putting it across towards Chalov! I think that was a let-off for Finland. It was good work on the right-hand side. The cross came into Chalov, who, in all fairness, fluffed his lines. And he knows it. He really does. Ostioff will get there first, and number 7. He needs to keep going, and nobody's near him. Here is Chalov! Hiradaki makes the save. Russia trying to finish the game off. Ostioff able to run into far too much space. Came to Chalov, took it with his left, hit it with his right. Hiradaki equal to that. the chance has gone begging for Russia. Well, in the end, it was comfortable for the Russians. They've played very well. A huge 1-0 win for them, and that keeps their Euro 2020 challenge back on track.
Bonucci now for Italy. You really do need a win like Switzerland to stay in the tournament. Bonucci! Well, they made a tremendous start, the Italians, with 15 minutes of the game gone. And Bonucci has made it 1-0. In a game that Italy needs a win, really. They were beaten 3-2 in the opening match against the Turks. And they needed a confidence of a good start. And they've got it, the Azzurri. It was a long kick, really. It didn't go very far. It came to the halfway line here. Lovely one-touch, two-touch stuff. And there's the finish to match. A tremendous start for the Italians and the Swiss, who lost to the Welsh in the opening game of Group A. Well, they'll have to try and get back into it if they're going to stay in this competition. But the Italians have made a confident start. 1-0 they lead. Well, we're 61 minutes into the game, and in truth, apart from that goal, it's not really been a great watch so far, but let's hope the last half an hour can produce some entertainment. It's Berlusconi, goes in again, and scores again. Well, that'll settle a few Italian nerves. As the mass rank of Italians behind the goal away to my left in the Gladys Street end celebrate a second goal for Bonucci. And Italy go 2 goals ahead. And now the Swiss are looking down the barrel. Of course, Wales play Turkey later on tonight. Trevor Tyldesley doing the commentary on that one. And the Swiss will be sweating now. Because if Wales get a positive result, it could be curtains really for the Swiss. All depends on the goal difference, of course, but Italy doing themselves no harm. 2 goals ahead. In a game that both teams really badly need to win. It's Italy who lead it. 13 minutes left. Chiellini, an experienced player. Bonucci, another experienced Italian. Bonucci. Verratti. Insigne's pulled away over on the far side there. And it's turned nicely there. Immobile! And again, 3-0. Well, that settles it now for the Italians. Immobile makes it 3. And Italy now will get their first victory in the championships. To the delight of the Azzurri, not to the delight of the goalkeeper Sommer, who's furious with his defenders. And Italy marched to 3-0. And in a game really that's lacked any real quality for 77 minutes. The Italians have just had that extra bit of quality, which has sent them well over the line. The Swiss have disappointed. First shot was blocked. It came to him a second time on the left foot. Sommer was out of his ground after the first shot. He'd already dived as he hit the defender here. And Immobile controlled it well and finished it up superbly. 3-0 to the Italians. So corner then, Insigne to take. And it goes there towards Bonaventura. Verratti. Florenzi. Bonucci. And he turns nicely there, almost got the hat-trick. It's 4-0 now. The flag stayed down and Immobile's got his second. And Italy now are romping away with it. 4-0. 3 goals in the second half for the Italians. And now the Swiss are sweating now. The Azzurri are romping away with this now. There's the shot. Well, the Swiss may well ask a couple of questions, maybe of offside. But having said that, Good effort by Bernasconi. It came straight to a Mobley, who just absolutely finished it off. And Italy go 4 goals clear. As simple as that. And through you. And, I thought for a moment he might have gone down there. And Shaqiri's gone down. He tumbled a little bit. Penalty given. I think that's a very harsh decision. I think the referee has been conned a little bit there by Shaqiri. The Italians are not happy, and I think they've got every. I have to say, I think I have to agree with them. I don't think that's a penalty. I think he gets the ball there. That's a poor decision from the referee. And Rodriguez will get the chance to pull it back to 4-1, which he does. Switzerland score their first goal in the tournament. But will it be too little too late to save their future in this tournament? Been lucky to get the penalty perhaps, but Rodriguez, no doubt about that one. So a little bit of pride regained there for the Swiss. And it's 4-1. And Butasau, Shaqiri. He's disappointed today, the Liverpool man. He really has disappointed me now. Bernasconi is now through. Can he get the hat-trick? Oh, good strength, good control. Bernasconi, here's the hat-trick. Well, maybe Harry Kane's got competition now. The Golden Boot, because he's just got a hat-trick, Bernasconi. In the very last minute of normal time. 5-star performance from the Italians in a game they really had to win. Well, both sides had to win, really, after disappointing results against Turkey and Wales, respectively. And Italy going to that final group match, which you can see live on Trevor Sports, against the Welsh here. In fine fettle and in fine confidence now. Of course, Wales have got to play Turkey later on tonight. Trevor Tyldesley doing the commentary, but having said all that, the Italians are really ummed up Group A now in superb style, and Bernasconi has just completed a remarkable hat-trick. 5-1 with seconds remaining. And there's the whistle. Switzerland now will be hoping for a miracle now. I think they're more or less out of it. But Italy march on to that big game here later on next week. Bernasconi with a hat-trick. Italy 5, Switzerland 1.
Well, Trevor Davis covering the first game, and Trevor Motson covering the game between Italy and Switzerland. Turkey, of course, you may have seen previously in the tournament, stunned Italy in the opening game. They have a chance to progress tonight. Wales, though, with that 1-0 win over Switzerland, means victory for them will do it. A draw might also be enough for both sides. It depends on the results in the other two groups. Trevor, what's your thoughts on tonight's match? Can Wales secure qualification? I think they can. I think they should have beaten Switzerland by a lot more. So 1-0, we have to understand, very much flatters Switzerland in that game. I think Wales have got a real shout. If they play the way in which we know they can, and they get the ball to the likes of Ramsey and Bale, they're going to cause Turkey problems tonight. Trevor is the Welshman and former top scorer. What do you think of Wales' chances of getting the vital 3 points tonight? I think when you've got a world-class player like Gareth Bale on your side, you've always got a chance. And I think the more he sees of the ball tonight, I think the better chances Wales have in tonight's match. Well, thank you, chaps. You'll hear more from both Trevor and Trevor at half-time. But now it's time to go over to our match commentator live tonight in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for us. It's a very warm welcome and a debut for Trevor Tyldesley.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for this winner-takes-all fixture. And today we have Wales against Turkey. And a packed Tottenham Hotspur Stadium where the narrative is quite simple: win and you go through to the next round. fans creating a rousing atmosphere here with the anthems. Wales, of course, in their previous endeavour in the Euros, they got all the way to the semi-finals, being knocked out by eventual champions Portugal. They, of course, beat the Swiss in their previous game, the goal from Aaron Ramsey, separating the two sides. As for Turkey, a couple of changes for them, but they beat Italy in their first game. 3-2, a surprise victory in a game where they played really well. Yilmaz, the veteran striker, leading the way. They would probably take a draw from this, and of course in the Euros, the four best third-place teams also go through. So a draw here isn't complete doom and gloom. But away we go here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And for what will hopefully be a classic encounter. Obviously there's the small background story of Gareth Bale returning to Tottenham Hotspur's ground. Of course he's playing for Real Madrid these days as Calhanoglu, possibly getting an early chance, but he's ski-whiffed that shot and it's gone wide. Obviously this tournament is probably as close as Wales is going to get to a home tournament. Wales do have a few good stadiums in their country, obviously with the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff and Swansea. It's actually gone out for a corner. That did take a deflection. Ripped in by Calhanoglu. Turich is going to rise for that one, but it's headed away. Turich again, one of the goal scorers against Italy. As for Wales, this will feel like a home tournament. As for Turkey, their history of playing in England has been a bit difficult, to say the least. Wales looking to capitalise here. That's a good ball through to Hal Robson-Kanu, who's got inside the box. Good turn, but running out of space, goes down in the box. So nothing to be given there. Ball forward looking for Yilmaz. James Chester gets a toe on it. There's Joe Allen. Now Ledley. Gareth Bale, talisman for Wales, having a shot from distance early on. Looked like it had crept in there, but it's snuck behind the goal there. Gone up to be a relieved man with that one. Here's the mirror. Ayahan. There's a glue. Sonic. Ayahan. Turkey just looking to have a spell on possession as we approach the 5-minute mark. And Halaglu scored that wonderful free kick against Italy. Here's Turich, also one of the goal scorers against Italy. Getting down that right wing, he's been given space and time to do so, but Joe Allen's managed to catch up to him. There's Ben Davis playing on his home ground. Familiar surroundings for him. Aaron Ramsey, we all know about his past. Towards Robson-Kanu, lovely chest control, back to Gunter. Wales now having their own spell of possession. Davis. And again, looking forward to Daniel James. Bobbled up a bit there, thought about hitting it. The referee was flagging for an advantage, but he's decided to pull it back. So not happy with the decision. Daniel James wants a card, Brandising. So referee is not going to dish one out. Daniel James is pretty certain it should be. Let's have a look again. Might be a harsh decision by the referee there. Wales might consider themselves lucky with this free kick. It's in a promising position for a certain Mr. Gareth Bale. Takes a breath, steps up, that's a shot and it's in! He is the talisman for this team and he has gone and fired Wales ahead, back on his old stomping ground. And a fantastic free kick from Gareth Bale. It was almost an expectation that he was going to score. Wayne Hennessy giving the big thumbs up. But Gareth Bale, as usual, he is the shining light for this team. He's leading from the front. Fortunate free kick, perhaps. But I'll tell you what, he is deadly at set pieces. This angle is probably the best one. Right in the top corner. Goalkeeper hasn't got a prayer. So, Wales with the early blow. Can Turkey respond? Italy did respond to them twice, but they showed great character to win that match. See if they can respond here. We're not even 10 minutes into this game, so there's still plenty of time for Turkey to make a comeback. Here's Selleck. Looking for someone, but only found Joe Ledley. Here's Hal Robson-Kanu. Looking for Bale, but Demirio will cut it out. Here's Kalhalaglu. Selleck again. A lot of attacks going down now right hand side for Turkey. Selleck and Turic linking up well. Selleck look for the cross. Sort of running out of idea. Here's Belezoglu. Pekdemir. Pass cut out low. Now Wales looking to break perhaps, but Pekdemir won the ball back. Robson-Kanu battling away, and the referee is giving a free kick in Wales' favour. See there, bit of a charge, that one. Maybe 10 years ago that might have been let go, but not in this day and age. Just going to take it short so James Chester can bring it up. Here's Gunter. Looking for Ramsey. Just loses out. Now here's Yilmaz. He hasn't got a lot of support here. Joe Ledley isolated him. And here's Bale. And he creates something here. Daniel James. Lovely ball forward towards Bale, but it's just cut out there. Turkey can breathe a sigh of relief. Selleck. I'd say Wales probably had the only real major chances of this game. Obviously that one where Bale went wide with his early sighter, and then obviously the free kick. Can Turkey create a decent chance here? Well, it's been cut out by Joe Ledley. Goes back to Wayne Hennessy, who's had to quickly clear his lines as he's been closed down by Yilmaz. Here's Aaron Ramsey. Bale. Back to Daniel James. They've been linking up well on that side. There's Ben Davies. Just loses out in the corner there to Kalhalaglu. 15 minutes gone. Game just quietened down a little bit. Both teams just kind of feeling each other out after that first goal. James Chester. Memphin. Ledley. Back to Memphin. Wales being very calm in possession. Joe Allen. Some call him the Welsh Pirlo. I think that's mainly down to his ability to grow a beard rather than his technical abilities, but he's not a bad player, is he? Here's Chester. It's a sloppy ball out of the back there, and Turkey have won the ball back. Turic. Battling away on that far side. Belezoglu. Turic away out, and now they can build on that side again. Selleck gets in an early cross. Oh, and that's a defensive header has gone towards Wales' own goal. There's James Chester who nearly put that in, but Hennessy was awake. Chance now for Turkey from the corner. Kalhalaglu to take. Looking for Yilmaz. Headed away by Ben Davies going as far as Turic. It's blocked. Ben Davies got him in the way of that. Turic can't quite believe he hasn't scored there. Poor header, it must be said, but Turic's shot charged down by Davis. Off the corner on the other side, but Turic can't quite believe it. It's probably Turkey's best chance, that one. See if they can create something from this corner. Kalhalaglu again to take it. Whipped in. Pekdemir. That's missed everyone. Going to be picked up by Calderin though. He whips it in again, and Yilmaz! Oh, what a save by Hennessy! They haven't cleared it, and something's been given. I'm not quite sure. I think it's a free kick. Yeah, it's a free kick. I think think Yilmaz may have pushed over the defender, which is why it wasn't quite cleared immediately. Let's have a look again. Yeah, Mempham was in the process of clearing, and Hennessy, well, he wasn't going to hold back on that kick regardless of where his defender was he? Goalkeepers are entitled to take out the defenders if necessary. And that's not from a goalkeeper's perspective, of course not. 20 minutes gone. That early goal from Gareth Bale. All that separates these two sides. Long ball looking for Daniel James. It's gone over everyone's head. James has somehow still picked it up, and Bale from distance again, forcing a save out of Gunnock. Only parried it, but there was enough defensive players around. Keverson against Hal Robson-Kanu. Although that looks more like Aaron Ramsey to me. Here he is. Easy to mistake those two apart, isn't it? Here's Joe Ledley. Gunter. Robson-Kanu. Ledley again. Can they put in another cross? They can. It's towards Bale again. Just wide of the target. Let's have a look. Good build-up play on this near side. Joe Ledley with a lovely cross. Bale just can't quite direct it on target. Selleck looking to move up that far side as they have all game, although somehow managed to keep hold of that. Lazaglu switching the play to Calderim. Take them in out in the centre circle, thinking it forward, looking for Turich. He does get a toe on it, but it's only gone as far as Aaron Ramsey. Here's Ben Davis. Ramsey again. Having completed his first season with Juventus. Will it be judged a success? That's for everyone else to judge, I suppose. Yilmaz has won the ball back in a dangerous position, but again he's a bit isolated. Doesn't have the time to wait for support as it's been cut out. James Chester, the man winning the ball. And here is that man. And that's to Wayne Hennessy. That's a long ball looking for Robson-Kanu. Lets it go over his head. I'm not sure if he's going to chase it down though, because Demirio was in a good position. There's Ahan. Selleck again. Turkey just going down that side constantly. It's a little bit predictable. I guess Wales will have a game plan for that. There's Davis. Again. Daniel James. Certainly one for the future for Wales. But he is very much part of the present as well. Here's Ramsey looking for Robson-Kanu. It's two! The man is prolific in big Euro games. And here he is again. Hal Robson-Kanu with a lovely finish. Just before the half an hour mark. Lovely build-up play from Wales. Gareth Bale, lovely ball in. Hal Robson-Kanu with a lovely left-footed finish. Bale to Ramsey to Robson-Kanu. Left foot, 2-0. Yes, we know your name, sir. The whole world learns your name after you did that ridiculous Cruyff turn in the last Euros. And here we are. 2-0. Half an hour about to be gone. Turkey need to really pick up their game here. They haven't really created too many chances. A bit disappointing for them. You'd think after the Italy performance they would push on a bit, but Wales very much making use of the home advantage, so to speak. Here's Ledley. Wales looking to push on even more. Looking for a third. Here's Gareth Bale back to goal. That's a lovely dig in. Robson-Kanu, surely not again. Oh, that's a good save by Gunnock. What's this? Has the ref given a free kick here? I think he has. There's an up. off the ball foul. Calhanoglu with the late foul. So a free kick in a similar position here. It is, you know. Could we see a carbon copy of what happened earlier? Gareth Bale steps up, smashes it towards goal. Oh, this time it hits the wall. It's going to come to Chris Gunter though. Can't quite brush off Selnick. Now Turkey can recover. It's been a very slow-paced game from Turkey so far. It might have suited them against the Italians, but Wales are very much a much faster-paced team, and it's showing today. I'm sure the Welsh would love nothing better than to win the Euros on English soil. They came agonisingly close back in 2016. Say, knocked out by the eventual champions Portugal, so it was nothing to be ashamed of. So looks going forward again. Demiro again cuts it out. He's had a good tournament so far, Demiro. Hasn't done too much wrong. Hansen. Have a seat. Held the room. Being chased all the way by Joe Ledley. There's the glue again. Turich. This is much better play. Here's Yilmaz on the turn, straight at Hennessy. A bit better from Turkey there. They just if they turn up the tempo a little bit more, they might get themselves back into this game. But at the moment, Wales are coping just fine, really. There's a long ball looking for Daniel James, but cut out. Kevasi, Culverin, got the minute. There's a glue. Lovely dink ball out wide. They're just stepping up a little bit now, Turkey. I suppose we are coming to the end of the first half. They'll definitely want to get one back before half time. Take Demir again. There's a glue. They've been impressed by Wales though. A little bit of time on the edge of the box here. Here's Yilmaz! Forces a parried save out of Hennessy. This is better from Turkey. Wales looking to just calm the situation down a little bit, and Chris Gunter with a bit of time on the ball. And so Turkey have probably mustered their best couple of chances in the last 5 minutes or so. Wales, I think, will just want to get into half time at 2-0. For a long ball to Robson Carney, they could make it 3. That would definitely make it a bit more secure. Here's Aaron Ramsey. Joe Allen now. Wales. And Allen again. Tell you what, that was he just slithered past his man there and had a pop shot from distance. You can see there, he's been instrumental today. 19 passes made and completed. And Ramsey following closely behind with 18 out of 18. Here's Robson Carney. Gareth Bale playing in the middle here. You would expect him to be on the wing. Here's Bale from distance, forcing a good save again out of Gunnock. He hasn't hesitated from distance as Gareth Bale today. You give him a chance, you give him a sighted goal, he's going to take a shot. 50-50 possession on this, but the main statistic that counts is the one that you can currently see in front of you, and that's Wales 2, Turkey 0. Here's Ramsey, dinking into the box towards Bale. It was looping, it didn't quite, and I think the free kick has actually been given here. Robson Carney may well have been climbing all over Calder in here. Or maybe it was a high foot. Either way, Robson Carney didn't like it. Just to be careful with those finger wags, as referees can quickly dish out a yellow card for that. You see there, Selleck on that far side dribbles the most distance, 77 metres. There's Calhanoglu. Again, Joe Allen has just been on it on the defensive midfield duties. Lovely ball to Robson Carney as well. Here's Ramsey. Robson Carney. Back to Joe Ledley. He's got a man on the overlap here with Chris Gunter. Late cross in. It's headed away. It's only going to come back to Chris Gunter. He's got a bit of time on the ball here. He's run straight into Tottenham here, who took him down illegally. Joe Ledley takes the free kick quickly. Here is Gunter. He's got past his man. Can he get the cross in? No. It's Turkey just failing to clear the lines here. Getting it away to Ramsey. We've got 2 minutes of added time going before half-time. 2 more minutes of this action. Here's Ramsey. Could Bale make it 3 before half-time? He's crowded out. And Ramsey's pass just didn't quite make it past anyone. Turk cut it out. 60 seconds left of this first half. Here's Tekdemir. Turkey just looks like they want to play out the rest of this half and get into half-time. Make some changes. Won't be too good for the goal difference either. If you're looking to be the best third place team, they would be on -1 goal difference at this point. Skalvashi, Calderin. Played just over the 2 minutes, 30 seconds in fact. The Wales manager's not particularly happy about it, neither are the Welsh fans. And there we go. That's half time. Early goal from Gareth Bale and Howell Robson-Kanu on the half an hour mark. And Wales go into half time, leading Turkey by 2-0.
Well, half-time, Wales are 2-0 up, and dare I say it, a bit of deja vu. Excellent performance thus far by Wales, Trevor. You must be absolutely delighted so far. Trev, I'm absolutely over the moon. I mean, the boys, the lads, they played fantastically. And just as saying, it's great to see, Hal get on the score sheet as well as Gareth tonight. Both have been excellent. At the moment, 10 out of 10 for me for every player. They've been magnificent. And let's not forget that the key to success tonight for Wales, if you look at what they're doing, is it's their 2 wide man. It's Hal Robson-Kanu who's having to play as a wider man along with Daniel James, and that's allowing Gareth Bale a lot of space, and he's drawing out. He's drawing defenders in. Turkey at the moment can't live with Wales. I think Ryan Giggs has got this one spot on. Well, Trevor, talk us through the half, because there's some major talking points in that for Wales. Probably where it swung their way, perhaps. Never underestimate the ability of somebody that can strike a good dead ball, and we know Gareth Bale's ability, shown that from a young age, particularly when he was a young lad down at Southampton. This is a cracking free kick. You look at this as well, but I think the goalkeeper does give him a target to aim for. You know he has to get it in that top corner. If you look at the wall, the 3 men to the right jump, but the 2 don't, and that's why he's got lucky. We also had a chance for Turk that was good blocking. Might have been a shout for handball, but it wasn't given. And then Gareth Bale again having another opportunity, and I think this is what Bale was so good. It takes a touch, first time, bang, goalkeeper making a good save, and he's able to force the opposition. I think Bale, though, that's the sort of chances. If he can make more of them, I think he's going to be a much more dangerous player for Wales in this tournament. It's a good cross. It was nice and well worked, but Bale should have scored that for me. This was the second goal. Bale lays it off to Ramsey. Hal Robson-Kanu playing in that wide role. It does allow him to drift in as a centre forward. He's not picked up. We know what he can do from that position. He's scored some stunning goals before, and a great little finish. Nearly 3. This time the wall jumps, and there you go. When you do have a wall that does its job, that really helps. Yilmaz, similar to Bale, really nice turn, but never really touching Wayne Hennessy. Hennessy itself has made a couple of good stops thus far in this game. His was the ball into Yilmaz, and I think this is the really good save. Yeah, that's another good stop by Hennessy. He's strong. He's able to use both hands and almost sort of punch the ball away and stop it going in. And then Gareth Bale, look at this again. Touch, goes inside, goes outside, cuts around, gets onto his left foot. Turkey have got to get Gareth Bale off his left foot onto his right, but so far at the moment, Wales are good for the knockout stages. Well, 45 minutes left of this game. Can Wales hang on and get through to the knockout stages? Again, it's becoming a habit for them. Back to Trevor Tyldesley at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
So here we are for the second half. Wales in control here, and heading through to the next round as things stand in the group. 6 points would certainly be enough to get them through. Turkey, of course, obviously already have that win against Italy, but it may not be enough. Oh, and Wales, well, they were looking to start off in control there, but James Chester's given the ball away, and now Turkey have an opportunity. Yilmaz. Turic. He's got a man on the overlap outside him if he wants to use him. Here he is, Selleck. The guy who's dribbled the most this match. Tries to get in across, but it's blocked by Davis. Goes into Turic. Back to Calhanoglu. Captain trying to create something, but runs straight into the Welsh defence. Now here's Daniel James. He's a bit on his own here. Manages to find Bale. Driving forward. Still going, Bale. Although he's swarmed. Still has the ball, though. Here's Ramsey. Oh, he tried to find Bale again, but Calhanoglu cut it out. Captain marking captain there. Launching it long, looking for Yilmaz, but that's cut out by Chris Mountford. Aaron Ramsey now. Connor again. Back to Joe Allen. Pass deflected, but it still managed to make its way to Davis. Here's James in the edge of the box. And again, forced to play it backwards a bit, but Ramsey's sitting in that pocket. Here's Joe Ledley. To Bale. Has a turn, has a shot. Straight out the goalkeeper though. Early sighter for the second half, although that throw by Gunnar wasn't convincing, and it's a free kick to Wales. Well, he threw it straight to Robson Carney. The Turkish defender had to take one for the team there. If he'd have controlled that, he may well have had an open net to shoot at. You see Yilmaz has had 3 shots on target, as has Bale. Ball dinked into the edge of the box, but it's dealt with easily. There's Calderin. Cavushy. There's Glue now. Turkey just need to step it up a bit now, because they haven't really created anything this second half. They need to do something fast, otherwise they're going to be sweating over their progression to the next round. Looking in for Yilmaz, headed over by Chester. Now for a corner for Calhanoglu to take on this near side. An outswing of this one, looking for Yilmaz. Again, it's gone over everyone. They were good at set pieces in their previous game, but today they've been pretty poor. Here's Calderin looking to pick up the pieces. But Daniel James for company out there. Calhanoglu. Turic. Thought about the shot. Selleck. Wales just forming a barrier there. That first shot blocked. The second shot, though, has to be saved by Hennessy. Big left hand. First shot was blocked, as I say, the wall of red in front of the goal. Ramsey closed it down the first time, and the second time Hennessy with the acrobatic save. Danger not over yet though. Both goalkeepers have made 4 saves each. Again, corner this time. Again, it goes long again. Turkey just can't get their corners right here. Here's Calderin. There's the glue. Turic. Calhanoglu tries to dink it in, but there's a infringement on the edge of the box. And, Chris Mempton is getting a talking to. So a free kick in a promising position here for Turkey. It was after the ball had gone. So Calhanoglu, he's already scored 1 free kick this tournament. Can he make it 2? No, he's hit the wall. Selleck though, can he pick up the pieces? Cover him. Unmarked, almost surprised to end up with the ball there, but Chris Gunter has followed him all the way, and now could Wales break? Because he's been, well, both teams being very sloppy. That's a bit of a petulant foul there. And the first yellow card. It's been fairly scrappy this second half, and it's no surprise that the card's been dished out, just to calm things down a little bit. Getting a bit scrappy in the middle there. The foul comes in. It's probably for the finger wag, let's be honest. The referee getting a bit sick of the finger wagging towards him. He is the referee. His decision is final. No need to finger wag. So free kick. It's a bit of a sloppy pass there to Ben Davis, but he's managed to pick it up. momentum. Wales have looked pretty much in complete control of the second half. They haven't been troubled that much. Here's Chris Gunter now. Could he create an opportunity? He's whipped it in towards Hal Robson-Kanu. Tell you what, that's probably gone wider than what the camera angle looked, but from that angle it looked pretty close. Let's have a look again. Chris Gunter just finding himself in acres of space again. And yeah, camera angle made it look a little bit closer. Robson-Kanu will be a bit disappointed that he didn't get that closer to goal. As we approach the hour mark now. Turkey still yet to create a major chance. They had a good chance with the free kick, but they fluffed their lines, and that's a sloppy pass. A hospital pass. I'm going to coin the phrase for the first time in this tournament. Belezoglu winning the ball, but it's gone out of play. Turkey have been very disappointing this game so far. Here's Joe Allen. Not really got much going for him. Here's Ben Davies. Allen again. Ramsey in that pocket again. Lovely chip ball forward. Looking for Davies. Will he first time cross it? He does manage to control it really well. With a lovely first touch. Though he's run straight to Turich. He now will come up this near side. Belezoglu. Selic. Turkey again looking to advance down this near side. Long ball. Not sure who that was for. Ben Davies has just picked it up with no Turkish shirt around him. There's Ramsey. Allen back to Chester. There's Ramsey again. Joe Dudley. Forward to Robson-Kanu, but it's cut out by Calderon. Turkey need to step it up. I've been saying it for most of the second half so far, but they really need to step up the tempo here. Here's Turich. Getting past his man, playing it forward to Kalhanoglu in the box. Here's the chance for Turkey, and they've hit the post. That was the chance. They really needed that, Turkey, to go in, and it hasn't. It's all about fine margins this game, and you can't really get any closer. Kalhanoglu can't believe it. See any substitutions soon. As you can see, Joe Allen has won 3 of his 4 tackles. He's been stalwart in that defensive midfield role, along with Joe Ledley. Speaking of the man, there he is. Back to Wayne Hennessy. Launches it forward, looking for Bale. He's played very much in the centre this game. Used to playing on the wing for Real Madrid, but he's been utilised in the centre here. Here's Yilmaz. Runs into trouble, although he's ended up with the ball somehow, as both Ledley and Allen lost sight of the ball. They've won it back. Now here's Daniel James. Chance to counter here, perhaps, for Wales. Here's Bale. Battling with Demiriel. Demiriel comes out on top. Mahan to Demiriel again. Calderon. 65 minutes gone. Turkey still not really showing any signs of getting back into this game. Other than the post being hit, they haven't done anything. Here's James Chester. Ben Davies. Back to Chester. Joe Allen. Turkey just starting to press them a little bit. Look at that, there's 6 Turkish players in this half. Joe Allen now, and there we go, the closing down has worked, and Yilmaz now has got away. Played it back to Turich. Maybe not quite the best idea, as Wales has been able to recover. They have no choice but to press Turkey, because they're running out of time. Got 22 minutes left. Oh, and a long ball over the top and somehow works his way to Robson-Kanu. Here's the chance to seal it! He's done it! A massive sucker punch from Wales, and at 3-0 this game is surely over. He takes the applause. His second goal of the game, Robson-Kanu. Turkey were looking at the linesman, hoping for a flag. Look at this for a long ball over the top. Robson Kanu timed his run to perfection. 3-0. It is surely game, set and match. I know we've got about 20 minutes left, but Turkey have offered very little in this game so far. By the way, this first touch was perfect. And the finish wasn't bad either. Gunnock could do nothing about it. And Wales, well, at 3-0, it would take a monumental capitulation. As finally Turkey make a substitution, but it's probably too late at this point. Matty on for Yilmaz. It would take a massive collapse for Wales to throw this away now. As for Turkey, well, 3-0 loss. It's not going to be good for them in terms of the third place situation. It's obviously other games will have to take place for that to be decided, so it's not looking good for them. They probably would have taken it at this point, but as for Wales, well, the onslaught continues as Gareth Bale trying to bring the ball forward, but he loses out to Bale. Blue. Here's Selic. 20 minutes left. We have to talk about the groundwork that Gary Speed laid for this Wales team. It's very much a similar team to what he left Chris Coleman for the previous Euros. And obviously, the Welsh have built on that further still. When you've got a player of Gareth Bale in the lineup, of course Daniel James has added to that with his rise to stardom with Manchester United. And the spirit of these players is really led them a long way. They've come on a long way since Gary Speed took over way back when. Here's Turkic. Could Turkey create an opportunity? Here's Selic. Nope. Well, nearly. Selic wins it back and then loses it again. They've just not been at the races today, Turkey. And a loss like this, well, you know, it spells a word. It's a 4-letter word and it's called exit. Here's Medford. Looking for Daniel James. Mayahan does cut it out though. Ali the substitute. First touch was pretty good. Kalhalaglu keeping the ball going. Kevesli on that far side. Calderon. Chance perhaps to cross. If you're going to score a goal, now would be a really good time for Turkey, but they're just running out of ideas. Sea of red in front of them, forcing them backwards, and Hennessy gets the ball, sends it long. Bale wins the header. Robson Kanu now. Well, this is the other thing. When Wales have got the ball, they're really good with it. Not too wasteful. Oh, lovely turn by Bale. Left his defender for chips with that one. Here's Daniel James. Davis. Thought about a cross, but defender came across well. Giving the ball away again. Now here's taking it. Mayahan. KVC. Calderon. 79 minutes gone. Turkic. Mali. Thought about a shot, goes down, the referee says no foul. Ball forward looking for Bale, he can't get in the header. Pieces were picked up though. Here's Joe Ledley. Chris Menton. Chester now. Joe Allen. Long ball by Chester, looking for Robson Kanu again. Good control, gets it to Bale. Oh, he was looking for Daniel James there, but it was well cut out. There's Demiriel. Selic. Turkey, well, they've been out of ideas for most of this half. Wales have been in complete control. There's Ben Davis. Chester. Substitute warming up for Wales on the side there. What a lovely turn by Robson Kanu. Did he get a cross in to cause some problems? He does just about. He gets fouled though in the process. Robson Kanu not happy about it. It's a card brandishing, but Calderon's going to get away with it by the looks of things. Let's have a look here. Maybe got trodden on a bit. Another day that might have been a yellow card. So here's the Wales substitution. No, they're going to wait as Yanshichi is on for Turkey. It's whipped in, but headed away. On the back foot here all of a sudden, although Ramsey's put a stop to it. Bit of a tactical foul, that one. And Turich, I think he get away with not getting booked for that. Take the free kick, gives it to Tekdemir in the centre circle. Pushing forward. There's Turich now. Selleck. Holder him. Running into Joe Ledley. There's a glue. Yanshichi, the substitute, having a dig. Not really as close as he would have hoped. Turkey's only real opportunity there for a while. That angle doesn't really flatter the shot either as Wales make the substitution. It's Brooks coming on now for the last 5 minutes for Daniel James, who has run his socks off this game. Here's Chester. Wales now just looking to play out the last few minutes, trying to avoid some injuries. They're basically going to be going through to the next round. 6 points from my group stage is normally good enough in the Euros to go through. There isn't another team in the group with 2 wins, so that definitely is going to put them through. Obviously Italy lost to Turkey, Switzerland lost to Wales, so will put Wales through. Wales fans are certainly making their presence felt. They know they're going to be going through. Ryan Giggs has done a good job so far with Wales. He's picked up from where Chris Coleman left off. And obviously, as I said earlier, the foundations laid by Gary Speed are there all to see. Turkey just playing for pride now at this point. They get a consolation here. Gavici, and the free kick has been given, I believe, in favour. Yeah, it's in favour of Turkey. It took a while to make up his mind which way that free kick was going. So look, it was Robson Kanu of all people. Whose idea was it to send a centre forward back to defend, eh? Free kick in a promising position here. Could Turich do something with this one? The position to when Bale scored earlier in the match, and it's on target, but Wayne Hennessy makes it look really, really easy. So we end regulation time and into injury time we go. 3 minutes added time. Just play out what's left of this game really. There's not much else to be had. It's one of these sides decide to really go for another goal. Long ball over the top looking for Brooks. He's won another header. He's won all his aerial battles so far. Here is Brooks again. Combining with Davis. Davis gives it back. Here's a chance for Brooks. Can he get the ball in the box? He's just about kept it in play. Dinks it in the area. Bale's there! And it's 4. 2 for Bale, 2 for Robson Kanu. Brooks has barely been on the pitch for 5 minutes and he's got himself an assist. Ryan Giggs will be scribbling down notes to start Brooks' next game, and Wales, well, I mean, this game was already done, let's face it. This game was over a long time ago. Now that just puts the icing on the cherry on the cake. Superb performance from Wales. Brooks' fresh legs really showing there. Lovely cross. Gareth Bale with a glancing header. Easy finish. Three points in the bag. Qualification for the next round, surely in the bag. And another home nation looking to get into the next round. As we will be playing out the final few seconds now. Unless Wales decide to go for a fifth, surely. Surely not. Here's Bale. No, Turkey aren't going to stand for that one. It's not really looking good for Turkey in terms of the goal difference department. If they were looking to get through in third place, it's not looking good. But for Wales, well, they have dominated today, let's face it. Turkey were never up to it. And that man there, Gareth Bale, with the early goal, started the scoring in the 8th minute, rounded off the game in the 92nd with 2 goals from Robson Kanu in between. It's finished here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Wales 4, Turkey 0.
Well, confirmation. Wales are through to the knockout stages. Turkey need just a point against Switzerland and they will be guaranteed a place through. Vice versa, Italy need a point against Wales. Switzerland are still in this despite where they have no points. If they were to win their final game, then they might get through as one of the best third place teams. Trevor, what was your thoughts overall on that game? It was a magnificent performance by Wales, wasn't it? They were excellent today. I think every Welshman that's playing this team can be so proud of themselves. They gave a fantastic account and I'm absolutely delighted. And you know, don't take me home. Just don't take me home. This is fantastic. Oh, excellent, excellent. Well, excellent. British performances in the European Championship. Yep, Wales have produced an absolute classic. Trevor, talk us through what they did so well. Well, if we have a look at the second half in particular, they did so well to control the game. And that was Wales' key tonight. From the off, their midfield won that battle very quickly, and from that, the game was theirs. And they were spearheaded by some much better finishing than what we saw in the previous game. But also, let's not underestimate Wayne Hennessy in the defence. Were very rugged tonight. We've just seen some of the chances coming through. This is Kalahonglu. Effort is palmed away by Wayne Hennessy. And it was some good attempts. They were very resolute, Wales, when they didn't have the ball. They made it difficult. But this is an outstanding ball by Joe Ledley. Plays in how Robson Kanu. And he doesn't panic. Robson Kanu goes one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Sets himself, picks a corner. Powers the ball home, but the pass was absolute class to get there. Turek trying to produce a Gareth Bale in the last minute was unable to do so. Gets it up and over the wall, but it's really easy for Hennessy. And then the fourth goal, the icing on top of the cherry, top of the cake, as Trevor Tyldesley put it. And look at this, it's a great little passing by Brooks. Bale this time running near post, gets the header in, and Wales get the goal. And well, I'm sure the celebrations can start tonight because they'll be in the knockout stages. Well, many congratulations goes out to Wales. They are in the knockout stages, but that's not our football. We've got more knockout action to bring you tomorrow. It's the Netherlands and Austria. Don't go anywhere. We are promised a classic, I'm told. Then again, I can't necessarily look into the future, but I tell you what, I'll see an all-British final. From all of us, thank you very much for watching, and you have yourself a pleasant evening. Good night.